Hey everybody, Ron here. I wanted to record this video to commemorate the passing of a great game. Rather, it is a passing of a form of a great game. That game I want to talk about, the Dresden Files RPG by Evil Hat Productions. So, I first heard about the Dresden Files RPG after I learned about Spirit of the Century. And if you don't know, the reason why Evil Hat Productions exists in the first place is because I know Fred and I think Rob Donahue as well are friends with Jim Butcher, and they formed the company to make the Dresden Files RPG, but to test the waters of their system that they hacked together called Fantastic Adventures in Tabletop Entertainment, or Fate for short, they created Spirit of the Century. And Spirit of the Century was a massive hit. I believe that actually delayed the production of the Dresden Files RPG for a bit. Finally, Dresden Files came out in 2010, that book there, Your Story, and then it followed up with Our World, and then they also made the Paranet Papers. Now, I only own the physical copy of Your Story, and I enjoyed the game a lot. Now, there is another version of the Dresden Files game. It's Dresden Files Accelerated. It is an update to the world a little bit, and of course, it is built on the Fate Accelerated version of the Fate core system, which was another huge success for Evil Hat Productions. That game is great. I have yet to play it, but it's great. I have, however, played and ran the classic Dresden Files role-playing game, and I absolutely love it. It's still a good game today. They just sold out of the last copies of the game, so those will be the last physical copies of the books that will ever be printed. And it's kind of a sad day, kind of a bittersweet time to see that game basically come to its end. But it will always exist in PDF form, and I still have my physical book. The reasons why you would still want to play it is because for some reason you were not keen on the way that the Fate system iterated into the Fate core, and you liked the Fate 3.0 system, which is really what existed before Fate core. That's basically what Spirit of the Century and Dresden Files Classic is. If that's your jam, then Dresden Files is the way to go. It's the cleanest version of the Fate 3.0 system. The magic system is interesting. It is a crunchier game than Fate Core is. It's still a light game. If you wanted a little bit more mechanical support for a narrative-driven Fate game, then Dresden Files is a game for you. As you can see, that I love the game, and I would play it in a heartbeat. As a matter of fact, some folks down here in the Atlanta area ran an open table campaign. It's kind of an organized play, kind of an unofficial organized play that was based here in Atlanta. And I played a character. Here I am talking about my character, one of the most boring things ever, named Travis Payne. His nickname was Tank. Visually, he looked like Dwayne Johnson. He was a werebear, not a full werebear. His template was, I forget what the template is, but basically he was a minor power. And so I flavored the minor powers, his power set, basically like a lycanthrope. And I know that he was a mixed martial artist bail enforcement officer. Yeah, so he was a werebear MMA bounty hunter. And I loved playing that character. I would still love to play that character and tell his complete story, whatever that story is. I actually remade that story for a Monster of the Week campaign that I played in. And that game fell apart too, so I never finished playing that character. But someday I would like to bring that character back to the table and get a chance to play his story to some satisfying conclusion. But anyway, Dresden Files. The Dresden Files role-playing game. A game that I highly recommend. It is sad to see the physical books going away, but the game will live on forever. Hope you folks are having a great day, and until next time, see you later.